Okay, today I want to talk about unemployment in Kenya and how to survive unemployment if you're fresh from college. Here is how to survive unemployment. You see, when you see the final year in campus, there are people who normally get the jobs even long before graduation, but then there's these people who might not be lucky, who might not be able to get a job even like so many years after graduating. Now, here is what you need to do. First of all, if you've not been able to get a job at the point where you're graduating, resist the temptation to go back to the village. And even if your family lives in Nairobi, if your parents live in Nairobi, resist the temptation to go back to live with them. Yeah? If your parents live in the middle income estate, South C, South B, Langata, don't go back home. Find yourself a single room somewhere, a bed sitter, find a house that you can share with friends. The point is to put yourself under pressure, so much so that you're able to strive for more, to want more. When you go back to your kinsmen, when you go back to your family, they will provide for you, and that will give you a certain sense of contentment, and you're likely to not go as hard as you could have if you went to stay somewhere where you need to strive to cover the basic. And the second thing is to get a job that is not ideal. You see, in as much as you're applying for the jobs that are applicable in your field, try and get a job that is not ideal, a job that can help you cover your basic expenses. These are like call center jobs, online writing, restaurant jobs, insurance, just something that you can easily get, promotions, fast moving consumer goods. Find something that you can keep going as you look for your ideal job. Yeah, and if the jobs that I've mentioned are not applicable to you, try and start a small business. It doesn't have to be like an expensive one, just a small business that you can do in the meantime to cover your basic expenses. Like let's say you can start a mutumba business, you can start a thrift shop, you can do what? You can start a small cosmetic shop, whatever it is. Just understand that you're not for everybody and you're different. So find something that works for you. Yeah, find something that you can do on your own that can cover your expenses. You see, when you already moved out and you stay in your own house, there's going to be that pressure. You need to figure out how to cover the expenses other than borrowing from people. Yeah, let borrowing be your last resort. When everything else has failed is when you can borrow. But don't have it in mind that you want to borrow. Have it in mind that you're going to make it work no matter what. Try as much as possible to raise money. Yeah, just start from somewhere. In the meantime, don't give up. Keep applying for jobs. Keep applying at your ideal companies. Also, you can find an internship, or you can volunteer at a company that is similar to the kind of companies that you want to work for. You can volunteer there. The point is to put yourself out there so that you're able to network. You're able to put your face in people's eyes so that they know this person is so and so. This person can offer this. Put yourself out there. You can even start broking. I remember